Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to today's live discussion from Bhagavad Gita as it is. At the moment, we are on chapter 11, the universal form, and we have so far covered up to verses 14. So, at Arjun's request, Krishna is telling Arjun all about his opulences, that he's told Arjun that he pervades everywhere, and the opulences that are seen around in the world, in the universe, are all coming from the Lord, and they are all just a fragment of the source, which is the Lord himself. Verse 15. Arjunuvacha pashyami devamstva devadehe sarvastatha bhuta vishesha sanghan brahmanamisham kamalasannastham rishimscha sarvanuraganshcha divyan. Sorry, the meter again changed, and I think we get caught by that. So Arjun is being given the description of the universal form by Lord Krishna, starting from verse 15. Translation of verse 15. Arjun said, "My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents." Verse 16. Aneka bahudara vaktra netram pashyami tvam sarvato anantarupam nantam na madhyam na punastavadim pashyami vishveshvara vishvarup. Translation. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. Verse 18. Tvamaksharam param veditavyam tvamasya vishvasya param nirdhanam Tvam vyayah shashvat dharma gupta sanatan satvam purusho mato me. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion. Verse 19. Anadim madhyantam anantaviryam anantabahum shashisura netram pashyami tvam deepta hutasha vaktram swatejasha vishwam idam tapantam. You are without origin, middle, or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are your eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. Verse 20. Dyava prithiviyor idam antaram hi vyaptam tvayekena dishas cha sarvaha drishtvad-bhutam rupam ugram tavedam lokatrayam pravayahitam mahatmana. Although you are one, you're spread throughout the sky and the planets and all the spaces between. O Great One, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. Verse 21. Amihi tvam surasangha vishanti kechad bhitah pranjalyo grinanti swasti tyuktva maharshi siddha sangha stuvanti tvam stutibhi pushkalabhi. All the hosts of demigods are surrendering before you and entering into you. Some of them, very much afraid, are offering prayers with folded hands. Hosts of great sages and perfected beings crying all peace are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. Verse 22. Rudraditya vasavo ye cha sadhya vishve ashvino marutaschoshmapascha gandharvayaksha surasiddha sangha vikshante tvam vismitaschaiva sarve. All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Sadhyas, the Vishavadevas, and the two Ashvis, the Maruts, the forefathers of the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asuras, and the perfected demigods, are beholding you in wonder. Verse 23, Rupam Mahate Bahuvaktra Mahabaho Bahurupadam Bahudaram Bahudam Dashtra Karalam Dashtra Drishtra Lokaha Prevasthitas Tataham. O mighty armed ones, all the planets with their demigods are disturbed at seeing your great form with its many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, legs, and bellies, and your many terrible teeth, and as they are disturbed, so am I. Verse 24, Nabha sprisham deeptamane kavaranam vyattatmananam deepta vishalanetram drishtra hi tvam prayathita antaratma dhritim na vindami shamamam cha Vishnu. O all-pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths, and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. Verse 25. Damshtra karalani cha te mukhani drishtvaeva kalanala sanibhani disho na jane na labhe na sharma prasiddha devesha jagan nivasa. O Lord of Lords, O refuge of the worlds, please be gracious to me. I cannot keep my balance seeing thus your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all directions I am bewildered. Verses 26 and 27. Ami cha tvam dhritarashtrasya putraha sarve saheva Vanipala Sanghai Bhishmo Drona Suta Putras Tathaso Sahasmadi Yairapi Yodhya Mukhe. This was verse 26. Vaktas Svrani Te Tvarmana Vishanti Damshtra Karalani Bhayanakani Kechid Vilagna Dashanantareshu Sandrishyante Churni Tairuttamange. This is verse 27, the translations of both of them together. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karan, and our chief soldiers also are rushing into your fearful mouths, and some I see trapped with heads smashed between your teeth. Verse 28, Yatha nadinam bahavom buvegaha samudrim Meva bhimukha dravanti tatha tavami narlok vira vishanti vaktranya vijvalvanti. Translation: As the many waves of the rivers flow into the ocean, so do all these great warriors enter blazing into your mouth. Verse 29, Yatha pradiptam jwalanam patanga vishanti nashaya samriddha vegaha tathaiva nashaya vishalanti lokasa tavapi vaktrani samriddha vegaha. I see all people rushing full speed into your mouths as moths dash to destruction as a blazing fire. Verse 30, Leli hyase grasamanah samantal lokan samagran vadanair Jwaladhibha Tejo Bhira Purya Jagat Samagram Bhasastavogra Pratapanti Vishnu. Translation: O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people from all sides with your flaming mouths, covering all the universe with your effulgence. You are manifest with terrible scorching rays. And finally, verse 31, where Krishna ends describing his universal form. Akhya hi me ko bhavanu grarupo namustote devavar prasid vigyatu michhami bhavanant madhyam nahi prajanami tav pravrittim. Translation: O Lord of words so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primal Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. So from verses 15 up to verse 31, Krishna is describing his unlimited, well, it is unlimited, isn't it? The universal form to Arjun. So we begin with verse 15, where Arjun is saying to Lord, my dear, I can see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. So remember, earlier on, Bhagavan had given the divine sight to Arjun, so he could see the universal form which he wanted to see. Because with the material eyes, it's not going to be possible. So Arjun can see the whole universe. He can see the Brahma, who is the first creature of the universe, and the celestial serpent on which the Garbhodakshay Vishnu lies. In the lower region, that snake bed is called Vasuki, and Arjun can also see from that part of the Garbhodakshay Vishnu to the top part of the universe on the lotus planet, flower planet, where Lord Brahma is, who is the first creation of the universe. Besides that, so from the beginning to end, Arjun can see clearly everything, and this is so amazing. Arjun is just sitting on his chariot on the battlefield. And who has given the grace? Prabhupada tells again and again to us that the grace has been given by Lord Krishna to Arjun, so he can see everything without any trouble. Verse 16 tells again Arjun saying to Lord that, O Lord of the universe, your universal form, I can see in your body many arms, bellies, that is the stomachs, mouths and eyes that expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. So Arjun can see everything so clearly that God is unlimited. In verse 17, he's again saying that, Lord, your form is so difficult to see because of the effulgence, the light coming out, the effulgence which is spreading on all the sides. It's like a blazing fire, and the radiance is also unlimited, immeasurable, and the glow is of the form is everywhere, and lots of crowns and clubs and discs are everywhere. This is what he can see to start with. And in verse 18, Arjun says that you are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate Lord, resting place for all the universe. You are inexhaustible, and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, Sanatan Dharam, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion, and the opinion is absolutely spot on. In verse 19, Arjun's further describing the universal form to us. He says, O Lord, you are without origin, middle or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are the eyes of the Lord. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. So the six opulences which we read about, which are there in Lord, the beauty, the fame, the renunciation, all the wealth, the knowledge. So all the opulences are unlimited. He can see so clearly, and it is completely bewildering for any normal person. The Aishwaryas or the opulences, they just repeat themselves. That is not a weakness. So there's wealth, wealth, wealth. For example, you can see if you're able to see Lord's universal form, this is, I'm sure, how Arjun saw lots of wealth, lots of knowledge, unlimited beauty, unlimited everything, unlimited fame, unlimited, all the six opulence, and the renunciation. So renunciation means Lord has got everything, but still, despite that, he is not attached to any of that. Lord is above all that. So in verse 20, Arjuna is saying that, Lord, although you are one, you're spread throughout the sky, the planets and all the spaces in between. O great one, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. So to see such eternal and unlimited form of God, even the planetary systems are scared. Never mind a person, how they will feel. So this was not a dream. Prabhupada is commenting in the purport. This was the special divine power Arjun was endowed with by the Lord's grace, that he was able to see the universal form of the Lord in the middle of the battlefield. In verse 21, Arjun says further that all the hosts of demigods are surrendering before you and entering you. Some of them are very much afraid, are offering prayers with folded hands. Hosts of great sages and perfected beings crying, O peace, all peace, are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. So it is very frightening, this universal form, to everyone. In verse 22, Arjun is further telling that all the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Sadhyas, the Vishwa Devas, the two Ashvis, the Maruts, the forefathers, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Arasuras, and the perfected demigods are beholding you in wonder. In verse 23, Arjun carries on, O mighty armed one, all the planets with their demigods are disturbed at seeing your great form with its many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, legs, and bellies, and your many terrible teeth. As they are disturbed, so am I. So Arjun is admitting that he is disturbed to see this universal form. In verse 24, Arjun is saying, O all-pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouth, and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. In verse 29, Arjun says, O Lord of Lords, O refuge of the worlds, please be gracious to me. I cannot keep my balance, seeing thus your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth in all directions. I am bewildered. And in verses 26 and 27, Arjun is saying, all the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, their partners, and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and our chief soldiers also are rushing into your fearful mouths, and some I see trapped with heads smashed between your teeth. So Arjun can already see, as Lord Krishna was telling Arjun straight from the beginning of this Bhagavad Gita, that while lamenting for all of these, I've already killed them. So he can see Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all the sons of Dhritarashtra, their soldiers, and even Arjun's own soldiers, Arjun can see, are annihilated. So which is confirming that the death of so many, nearly, which is death of almost everyone who have assembled on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, in Kurukshetra. And it is certain that Arjun is the one who is going to be the victorious one. In verse 28, Arjun says, as the many waves of the rivers flow into the ocean, so do all these great warriors enter blazing into your mouths. Verse 29, Arjun says, I see all people rushing full speed into your mouths as moths dash to destruction in a blazing fire. Moth is that, those insects who deliberately go into the fire and they annihilate themselves, they kill themselves. O Vishnu, I see you devouring, this is verse 30, all people from all sides with your flaming mouths, covering all the universe with your effulgence. You are manifest with terrible scorching rays. So the heat coming from Lord is actually scorching everyone and devouring in turn everyone into himself. Verse 31, finally, Arjun says, describing Lord's universal form, O Lord of Lords, O fierce form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primal Lord. You are the original. You are the Adi Purush. You are the first eternal. And the eternal, I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. So, Arjun has seen the universal form and he further rests his doubts and inquiries in Lord's lotus feet, and he's still saying to Lord that, Lord, I do not know what your mission is. We will continue from verse 32 onwards, and thank you for joining today. I wish you all a very happy and blissful week ahead. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna.